Hello. You say you want an amazing body and you'd love to stick to the diet that you promised until you actually lose the weight that you say you want to lose. But every time you get upset and every time you feel a little bit stressed, something happens. You start to find the reasons to sabotage your diet and to break that promise and that diet that you promised yourself. We end up saying things like, oh, this just won't hurt. One won't hurt. I deserve it. I'm so busy. I'm so tired. And all the other reasons that we come up with. I don't know how about you, but I mean, how many times have you done this? How many times has this happened for you? So do you want to know what's really, really going on? There's one reason that weight is being held onto in your body. And that one reason also helps you or makes you crave all those things that you don't want to eat, that's not on your diet list. All the sugars and all the carbs and all the wheat and all those kind of other delicious foods that we said we wouldn't eat, we promised ourselves that we wouldn't eat. They're the things that our body absolutely craves, and there's a reason why. It's not your fault. We've been stuck in the diet mentality. You've been stuck on a wall with food, and this is causing you even more stress than your daily stress is causing you. You're in the right place. My name is Fiona Robertson, and I'm a body renewer. And I'm going to help you get back on track to have an absolutely brand spanking new relationship with food. And I'm here to help the savvy, the intelligent woman, the smart woman, the successful woman who's just like, I'm so clever, I'm so smart, I can sort all these things out, but I just cannot sort my weight out. That's why I'm here, to help you understand what's going on in your head, and how we can actually get you past this, break this cycle that keeps going on and on and on and on, and that you just can't seem getting out of. And going back on another diet and going back on the hamster wheel is not going to help you get a really good relationship with food, so that you can go out, you can thoroughly enjoy your food, you can eat whatever your heart desires, and you can still lose the weight. You can still keep the weight off. It's okay to sort of go on a diet, lose the weight, but what happens then? What happens then? What happens afterwards? How do you have a reasonable, delicious relationship with food if you're always thinking you have to be on a diet or doing horrible exercise to keep your body in trim? Now, how do I know that stress is the main killer here, that stress is the main reason and that's running through your bodies? Because I'll tell you what, I've coached hundreds of women to actually release the stress. And I've even had I think it's about 95 now who've actually got to a place in their body where they feel so comfortable that they just went, oh my God, the weight's gone. I didn't even realize that was happening, because they've been so able to cope with their stress levels. That's why I know 100% certainty that it is stress that's causing your body to hold onto and create more fat than you need. You know, you're storing more fat here as fuel than you could possibly ever have imagined using. But your body is on high alert, and it is going to be doing things, there's a chemical reaction that goes on in the body, and your body's going to be doing things that holds onto fat and stores it because it thinks you're going to need it later, because you're always in this drama mode. All right, so when I myself was struggling with my relationship with food, and I had to go through all of this myself, diet after diet, sabotage after sabotage, even if I said I wanted to lose the weight, and I had the image and I had the affirmations and I had all the rest of it going on, I wanted to lose the weight. I'd gained weight, I'd lost weight, and I couldn't actually sort of get past what was really going on underneath. Even though I began to understand that it was stress, I didn't know what my stress level was. I didn't understand where I was so stressed or why on earth I was so stressed. I mean, I was coping with my life rather well, things were going on rather well, but I couldn't understand why my weight would not move even though I was doing these diets and these detoxes, because there was something else going on, and I was just being triggered time and time and time again. 99% of the women that I coach are stressed to the max. But they don't even know it because they aren't aware of it. It's just their normal. It's what we live every single day. And being in a constant war with food and blaming food is adding to that stress, and it's kind of compounding everything. And your body's going into even more stress mode. It's like, oh my God, I need to store even more for you, because, basically you're just always at this level of stress, running around and doing all the kind of things that you just take as normal. The reasons that the ladies come and stay with me and do a retreat, they're like, I've never rested so much in my life. I've never allowed myself to rest that much. I never knew I could rest that much. I feel really guilty. So then we work on the guilt. I remember being in Koh Tao when I'd done my first detox, and I put it all down to the fact that I'd detoxed, that I'd lost the weight. But what I've learned since is the amount of relaxation I gave myself in 2 weeks. The amount of weight I lost in 2 weeks because I wasn't overthinking things and I didn't have any worries, no stresses. If you can get to that place, you are going to be tip-top and your body's just going to react in such a way. But we need to be able to get ourselves there. And it's like training a muscle of how to be able to de-stress ourselves or cope in our everyday lives. There are some primary reasons why you or I have stress running through our bodies. Your stress will be different to my stress. And what triggers me will be different to what triggers you. Now, it could come from, heavy deadlines, financial troubles, boyfriend or family worries. Now, you may be able to cope with one kind of stress, but you might not be able to cope with the other kind of stress. We're all different and we all have different experiences in life. And that's what makes stress so interesting as to how it flows through us and what actually triggers you compared to what triggers me. To understand that, I've had to go through the same journey as you need to be able to go on, and you're going to have like, oh my God, I feel so much better that I know that and I don't have to deal with it anymore. So even though it can be different for somebody, the feeling of the stress, the anxiety, the what's going through the body can have the same effect on the body, and it may lay in different places for different people. And that can be brought up from old memories. So it doesn't have to be done with to do with now specifically, but it can come up from a memory, something that triggers you, an emotion, a situation, an event, a person, a memory of a financial debt, a memory of a breakup with somebody, a memory of a death of family. All those kind of things can still trigger because they're still going through in your thoughts. And that is enough to start the chain reaction in your body. So you could be triggered, for example, from a loud noise, from shouting, from things falling on the floor, having high demands made on you. If meal times have been a place of argument and stress in the past, maybe lots of verbal or physical abuse in the past, your body will be on high alert. And it's got nothing to do with here and now. It's got nothing to do with today, but it's got to do with what happened in the past. And whatever triggers you, you can just be on that very, very vigilant mode. Stress can just be running in the background. Also, ladies that I've worked with, it's to do with losing a parent because they just don't know what they're going to do now. There's a certain level of fear. What am I going to do now? Which causes the stress in the body, the fight and flight system, which then has our body holding on to enough fat and fuel to get us on a rocket to the moon and back. It's just not necessary for our body to have that. But what I need you to understand is that it's just some training that you need to be able to go through so that you have the resilience and the coping mechanism. So when things happen, when things kick off, you don't get triggered, your body doesn't get triggered to store that fat. All right, so if this is you and if stress is running through in your background, and if it's influencing your body to be like a fat storage machine, thank you very much, body, but I don't need that anymore. And if you're ready to release those triggers, if you're ready to kind of go, okay, that I know that is a trigger for me. There's two things that I want to be able to offer you today. There's the ebook that I've written. Basically, it's called The 3 Reasons Why French Women Don't Get Stressed. don't get fat, sorry. One of the reasons is stress. The second one is scarcity. And the third one is stagnation. In this ebook, there's some little work exercises to do, and you'll understand which of the triggers is most important for you, what's happening in your body. You'll understand what's the chain reaction is. And I teach you in another course, Peace with Food, how to feel that in your body. Because once you feel how stress is running through your body, you'll go, okay, now I know what's happening. I don't want that anymore. I want to know. I want to be aware of what's going on in my body so that I can stop that at any point. And that's what's possible. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, so I'm going to put in the tag above, there's like 3 course, 2 the ebook, and then the little mini course which is called Peace with Food, which basically peace in your whole body, brand new relationship with your body, but brand new relationship with your food, of course, because they're linked. So let's start building that muscle to stress and build up some real resilience so that you know how you feel in any one moment, so that you can allow all the good things in to come to you, and you can push away and just avoid all the stressful things and not get yourself stressed. Even though something mad is going on over here, you are calm, because you know that if you're not calm, even if you're calm on the outside, if you're frazzled on the inside, I teach you how to be calm on the inside so that those kind of chemical and hormone reactions are not going off in your body. So understand what this phenomenon of stress does in your body and how it really influences your body. It can't help it. It's automatic. It's not your fault. It's automatic. The only thing that you can do is start working this muscle to really not have it influence you anymore, just to be calm, out of your head, in your body, calm. Completely different voice, completely different way of walking and getting work done. I hope this has been of help to you. And of course, you've got to know that there's so much more to learn about how we have a great relationship with our body, our great relationship with our food, and fall in love with ourselves again and find the pleasure in everything that we do. And hopefully we can find pleasure in food again and have a love affair with food again. I would strongly recommend that you check out Peace with Food. The ladies who've done Peace with Food, I've just got such fantastic testimonials back from them, because they're like, oh, I didn't know that. It's changed my relationship with my partner. It's changed my relationship with my work colleagues. Wow, wow, wow. All right, so I hope this brings you to a new place and it teaches you what you need to know and how to deal with stress and how to have success with your weight, because it's all beautifully linked. So until next time, I'll see you in the playground. Bye.